Hello, my name is Sydney. I am a third-year landscape architect, and I have chosen grass as an element of the landscape to further explore. I first started off with some basic code, and I hard-coded everything using 3 different segments drawn at random intervals to create a blade of grass. If I press play, this is what I came up with first. You'll see I use the mouse pressed function, so every time I press, new ranges for each line segment will be generated. And I'm refreshing the background every time, so each time you will see a new blade of grass. From there, I went a little bit further, and I wanted to start manipulating the X and Y values to give the blade more dimension rather than just a single line segment. So now these will be calling both X and Y values at random for each line segment that generates the new blade of grass. So here's my random functions, and then each line being called, and it'll actually translate over, and I'm going to create a clump of grass. So running it, this is what it kind of looks like, and there's my little clump of grass. Going even a little bit further, with this one I wanted to just spread it throughout the screen like a field of grass, again calling those X and Y values at random in between a range, and I've hard-coded all of those in, and again calling those 3 different line segments to create the blade of grass, as you can see here still. And then I'm translating it through the screen, just the base of the grass down here, this point where everything else will be generated from. And then running that, you will get a little field of grass every time you click the mouse press button. Furthering that even more, I wanted to create an effect of what would it look like if a blade of grass was moving in the wind. And I started off with a single blade of grass. So again, I'm calling that random function for the XY values all throughout here. And again, the key was refreshing this background. So when I press play, instead of using the mouse press button like usual, I just let it go. And it just keeps going, flowing in the wind. It's a happy little guy. Now, to further my understanding, I've had everything hard-coded in. With this last one, I'm starting to put everything in variables and ranges rather than physical number ranges. So I am using height of the display, so when I want to actually use different types of grass, I can manipulate these ranges more easily and create different types of grass. This will be important because it's using the whole it's using it out of a fraction rather than numbers. So you can pull out each one separately, and then what I'm trying to do is do this at a larger scale right here, make it move, but in order that I need to create an array, a database where it's storing all the points every time it changes so it can recall and it can look like it's starting to grow. So I got a lot of work to do, but I'm enjoying it, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you.